This game has been rated M by the ESRB. It contains blood, violence, and other mature content like sexual innuendos. So if you don't like stuff like that, please be advised that it is not for you and stop watching. Hello and welcome back to Harvester. We're in day 2. We still have all of our stuff from before. There's a couple of things that I didn't do last time that we were supposed to do in day 1.
Hello, dear. How are you today?
That's all? Nothing?
Don't forget to put the papers out for...
Yeah, the papers. That wasn't one of them. What happened?
There now, see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
Okay, so he said yesterday that he wanted these sneakers, so we got them for him.
Swell! Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. And Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty. Take it from me. You made a good swap.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we'll go to our job. Lodge. My application we filled out.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Yes, I want to know what you know. No, I have changed my...
Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More tests of wit than prowess. But to complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a Tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch? That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you are not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Alright. So, if you actually do that in the morning, Mr. Johnson will kill you. So, let's go over there. Oh, we don't even have the stuff. One thing I forgot to do in the first day is inside of Edna's diner. We can actually... There's a drawer over here. We can actually go in there and get a screwdriver, which will help us in scratching that man's car. And we can also use our photocopy on the sheriff.
Now, where did you get these, Steve? I guess not. Of course, I could kill you right now.
But you won't, because I've got the original checks, which prove that Boyle burned down the newspaper building, and that you've been blackmailing him to keep it quiet. I've hidden them. Anything happens to me, they might turn up. Soon.
Uh-huh. All right. You've got me, boy. Tell you what, I'd give you one of Sheriff Dwayne's custom deluxe get-out-of-jail-free cards. That is, if I catch you doing something, I'll look the other way. Once. That's the deal. How about it? All right. Just bring me the originals, and we'll close the deal. So, you brought him after all, did you?
That's right. And he said something about a get-out-of-jail-free card?
Yeah. But can you give me a good reason why I shouldn't just kill you right now and take them back? Yeah, you did it up right, Steve. Guess my best play is to pay up. And next time I catch you for something, I owe you one. And no hard feelings.
All right, so now we have a get out of jail free card. Some of the stuff you do can put you in jail. And if you hadn't made a save, then one time you get out of jail. Also, we forgot to get the screwdriver there. And in the meat plant, this is very important. Where is that? We needed to talk to the man about the meat.
Can't talk now, Steve. I've got to hose out some entrails.
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts. Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
I'm sure it's good. Could I have some meat to take home?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat. There's certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things, if you're creative. Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
I thought we were supposed to get... Yeah, see. We have a permission slip to get meat now. So, if we ever find our dad, we can get him to sign that. Okay, now let's go to the Johnson house. I'm going to save. And then I'm going to scratch his car and see what happens. Because sometimes it's funny to just do stuff that gets you in trouble. Can I save here? No. I'm going to save in game 5 and call it Scratch Day. Now we're going to use the screwdriver on his car.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Stay out of there! You rotten son of a bitch, bitch, bitch! Sheriff! Ugh.
Whoa. It kicked me out of the whole game. I had a memory error. That's weird. Alright, well, we won't try that again because it crashed the game. I heard, like, I don't know if you'll know this because I might edit it. When we first killed the wasp lady, there was supposed to be a cutscene of her dying. But I think I might have accidentally skipped it. But when I killed her, I kept hitting her. And it accidentally skipped the cutscene. So I went and did that again before this recording. I loaded the save file and did it again and recorded the cutscene. So I might go back into and re-edit the first episode that hasn't been released yet as of the time of this recording. And put that back in. But yeah, I read on a forum that the cutscene, sometimes the cutscenes don't play because the max cycle setting in the options for DOSBox are wrong, and you need to set it to a max of lower. But I changed the wrong option setting, so that can't be the reason. It must have been that I just skipped it on accident by pressing the button too much. Alright, so our next thing we're gonna do is go to the school, wherever that is, because we got the key to the locker, and see what's going on in there. Where is it? One of the things that says the door is, what does this say? The door, one of them said the door is locked. Oh, there's the broom closet. Okay. We'll get the broom closet key. Open it up. We can see that the principal and teacher are kissing. So we can now take the camera, take a picture of them.
Huh? What? Screwing in the school broom closet? What will people think?
Are you blackmailing us, you little shit?
Calm down, Mr. Harrell. Stephen would never do that. He's a smiley bear. But we should give him a token of our appreciation for his silence. Here, Stephen, take this baseball bat. You'll find it quite useful.
That a boy. Take the bat, and we'll take the photo.
However will I keep the children in line now?
I have a spare I can bring in tomorrow, unless you prefer a chainsaw this time.
I'll talk to Mrs. Phelps.
So now we have a bat that can be used as a weapon, just like the shovel. We're not going to need that today, but towards the end of the game, you have to kill a bunch of people. Spoiler alert. So, after the school, we're going to go to the post office. A manhole key is stuck in the top of the manhole cover. So, in fact, you do stuff in these sections of the game. Last time there was just a cup on the floor, and this time there's new stuff here. A manhole cover is stuck in the top of the manhole cover. So, I don't know how you would know to do this. But you can use the Oralube to get the thing unstuck. And then you can take it. Now it should turn to nighttime when we leave. Nightfall descends upon harvest. Every day now we'll have a day and night cycle. So the next thing we're going to do is go to the cemetery. Because it's spookier at night. And I guess you could figure out through talking to people what to do. I don't know. Or just accidentally do it by going to different places every day.
What are you doing here at this hour, Mr. Potsdam?
I'm burying our cat. She passed away and I'm burying her. Go away and mind your own business.
Then, where's the cat?
I left her at home. Now leave me alone!
So that's something to understand. I think that you have to, what I'm saying is, you'll figure it out eventually. You'll walk around, say, what should I do? I'm going to go to every place and just look around. And you'll notice people and you'll talk to them. I wanted to make it a little faster, so I looked up what to do in the second day. But I think that the day doesn't end until you do everything you're supposed to do. That we need to take the matches for a different day. Mainly because I want this to end soon, so that the whole month of Halloween month is not just this game. I think we're also supposed to go in the mortuary and... Oh, it's nighttime though. We should have done that earlier. We can do that later though. That's not a dire need right now. But if we can go in the mortuary and get the ledger, I think, or the hotel. One of those two. Now we can use the manhole key on the manhole cover. Small passageway leads into the sewers. The coat of moisture is formed along the surface of the wheel valve. A small section of the wall has been resealed due to water damage. So, we can now take the shovel. No. I think we have to take it, not arm ourselves with it.
Well, that didn't work.
Oh, corroded wall. What is the sealed wall then? Now we can go into the hole in the wall. Large oil pan filled with lugs and bolts. Let's go upstairs to the garage of Mr. Johnson. And we can get the pitchfork. I thought we could pick it up. Yeah. And then we can get the dolly. I don't know how you hold this. All this stuff. We have a mallet, a flashlight, a gas can. Flashlight is missing batteries. Phillips screwdriver, we can take that even though we already have a screwdriver. This gas can is similar to the model of the Postmaster's gas can. So was it Mr. Johnson that lighted it? Alright. Now we can use the screwdriver on the car.
Did it.
Now we can exit. Where did we enter from? Oh, from under the car. I should be saving more than I am. I have to put the manhole cover back on?
Well, that didn't work.
I thought that was supposed to end the day. Oh, I think I need to go back to the lodge and tell them that I did it.
So, you have completed your first task. Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me. Very well then. Use whatever means necessary, but bring the cloth to me here, and I shall give you your third task.
That ends the day. Now we have our second task. To steal clothes or cloth. The firemen. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be reading ahead because I feel like this was really short. Well, I have time. If it's too short after I edit it, I don't know because I recorded a bunch of dumb stuff at the beginning that wasn't part of the game. then I will come back and do day 3, and then we'll just add it to this. Is it gonna do this every time he's in the day? It's so dumb. Have the same dream every day. This is Paul from editing. Some of the cutscenes didn't record, so I did have to actually change the cycles in the DOS box to be max 20,000. And now I was able to record another video of me doing some of the stuff and re-put in the cutscenes. So I will hope that works from now on. I only noticed it because there was flashes sometimes, like it does with the cutscenes. Alright, well if that's it, but I don't think so because we didn't do very much. Alright, welcome to day 3 of Harvest Moon. Oh wait, no, that's a different game. Alright, so we'll start our day like any other day. We'll get the paper for Jimmy. We have to do this every day, and if you miss too many days, the kid will shoot you in the face.
There now, see how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep them that way.
Yeah. Let's go see if Mr. Johnson noticed the scratch. And the scratch is there.
Some rotten son of a bitch scratched my car. My Tucker, my baby, my poor darling, my sweet cheeks. If I find out who did it, I'll kill him. Just kill him dead. I told that fool sheriff to beef up the patrols, but what does he care? Nobody cares about a limp dick fat boy. Well, I'll make them care. I'll make them care. Did you hear that Karen disappeared? Just goes to show you what can happen without a man's stewardship in the house. It takes both a man and a woman to raise a child properly. Says so in the Bible. But try to convince Edna of that? Oh no. And now she's lost everything. This might be a good time to drop in. While she's feeling vulnerable.
You're a creep.
Bye now.
You're a creep. You deserve your car to be scratched. Well, let's talk to Edna about it. Karen's missing.
I can't stop and chat, Steve. With Karen gone, if I stop, I think I'll lose my mind. I've got to keep busy. Excuse me. I just heard that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. You know, though I don't like to think ill of people or take pleasure in the misfortunes of others, I'd like to think it's a comeuppance for all the times that nasty man has bothered me.
Yep. It was a comeuppance. Alright, well, let's see what if the police know anything about Karen's disappearance.
Boy, the way you keep pestering me, you'd think you were feeling guilty about something. Are you? I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it.
That insane woman cripbles children.
You need to forget about it, boy. I don't interfere in school discipline. I leave that to the professionals. And so should you. Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us. I got a report here that someone put a ding on Johnson's Tucker. As ornery as Johnson is about that old car, I suppose he had it coming. I imagine it was just some kids pulling a prank. I suppose you've heard the news about Edna's daughter Karen disappearing. I wouldn't think about it too much if I were you. This is a serious crime, And this is no time for civilians to be nosing around playing cops and robbers. Steve, I'd give this advice to my own son, if I had one. Leave this be. This is not the kind of thing you should look into. Sow some wild oats, boy. Kick up your heels. Join the lodge. Join the lodge, Steve. And leave Karen to the professionals.
Oh, yeah.
Stop on by any
I've
time,
joined.
Steve.
Oh, I guess I haven't really officially been invited to the lodge. Alright. Well. Whoops.
Did you say hello to your father for me? It's very important. Tell him. Tell him that I hope he gets better soon, and don't forget to remind him about his promise regarding the meat. I could use some good news right now. I just got the word. The order turned down my latest application. Looks like we'll be having the wedding at Moynihan's after all. So, what's new, Steve? How could anyone do something so terrible to her?
You think someone took her?
I think? Oh no, see, it was a kidnapping, haven't you heard? The sheriff got a ransom note. Seems someone wants to dip into Edna's larder. Too bad such a sweet little thing has to suffer. That was a terrible night. Our upstairs toilet backed up. Pete Swell came over and fixed it. My back's still sore from helping him carry his stuff up the stairs. Someone went and scraped up Johnson's car? Can you imagine? He'd step in a bear trap and chew his own leg off rather than suffer a scratched tucker. Serves the rich bastard right, if you ask me.
I think you're lying because I saw you in the cemetery on Tuesday night.
Steve, I'm so glad you came back. What have you been doing?
I visited the lodge. Talked to the sergeant-at-arms there. He knows that there's something out of whack here. He told me if I wanted to find out what it is, I should join the lodge. I've decided to join the lodge, Stephanie. I think the answer to all our questions is inside.
That place. It's so sinister. You may be playing right into their hands. Did you think of that? Doesn't it seem like you're being herded toward the lodge?
That's one of the things I hope to find out.
I hope finding out doesn't get you killed. My faux mother keeps me up on the latest gossip. Not like she really wants to talk to me. More like she's feeding me information. For instance, she told me that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. That's another weird thing. Every car I've seen drive by is a Tucker. There were only 31 produced. What are the odds of that?
I've always wanted a Tucker. Funny that Harvest would be full of them.
Any idea who scratched the car? Johnson was really upset about it from what I hear. I understand that a little girl is missing.
That's right. Her name's Karen.
I heard the pod parents talking about it downstairs. When did it happen?
Tuesday night.
God, that was a bad night for everyone. Tuesday, our upstairs toilet backed up. As if that wasn't bad enough, Mr. Potsdam was livid, almost irrational. Like the toilet had it in for him personally. Through the wall, I kept hearing him ask somebody named Mr. Swell whether the toilet would be fixed by dark. And when Swell said it'd take most of the night to fix, Daddy totally lost it. Swell said he'd stay all night and fix it, but that didn't seem to help. Potsdam stormed out of the house and didn't come back till next morning. Come back and visit me soon, okay? I'm glad to see you. I feel so alone, cooped up in here. You're not making sense.
I thought you could say you
Come
wanted
back
to
and
make
visit
love.
me soon, okay?
Oh, well, maybe it's a different day I'm thinking of. So we know Mr. Potsdam is obviously lying. He said he was at home all day on Tuesday night, but he was stormed out of the house according to Stephanie. Let's go to the cemetery where he was digging. Yet another resting place amongst the graves. Wow, we're pretty strong. He didn't bury her very deep.
Thank God I found you. Are you alright, Karen?
I want to go home. Could you take me to my mommy's store? Or to the policeman?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
Mr. Potsdam told me he'd hurt my mommy if I told.
He won't do anything, I promise. Tell me what happened.
He made me play house. Then he dug a hole. Please, I just want to go home now. Please.
Can you tell me your address, honey?
I don't know. Just take me to the store or the policeman. Please. Mommy said to go to the policeman if I got lost. And I'm lost. Bye-bye.
She ran off ahead of me? Where did she go? Because I was supposed to take her to the policeman or the mom's restaurant. I can't do that if she runs off. Oh, Mr. Potsdam is a dang pedophile pervert.
Oh my God. Karen! Thank God. What happened?
Found her in the graveyard. She was buried alive. And she claims Mr. Potsdam was responsible.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you from both of us. Here's the reward money. Take it and go. I need to be alone with my baby right now.
Now we have money. No, money. Somewhere. Oh, reward money. Now we can buy more stuff from the general store, but we're not going to do that right now. Right now, we're going to go back and talk to Mr. Potsdam about his bad stuff he did.
If it isn't my favorite son-in-law, what brings you here again? Yeah, I know what that crazy little bitch said, but it's not true. I was at home that night. Mrs. Potsdam will vouch for me. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
That's right, Mr. Potsdam. Hello, Steve. Care to stay for some pot roast?
Forget the pot roast, Mother. Pot roast isn't for backstabbers, for persecutors. I won't share my meat with him. My meat! My meat!
What a crazy person.
It's the truth. That's why. And I think you'd better be going, young man, before I call your mother and tell on you.
And tell on me? What are you, my brother? Alright, our next stop is school again. Wow, the principal doesn't care. Now we can take the fire axe and the ladder. We cannot go into the fire department or the dog will bark and we'll get arrested. So, from there we will go... Oh. And we will use the dolly we got. Where is that? Turned off the alarm system. I don't know if there's supposed to be a cutscene there. Sometimes when the cutscenes are supposed to happen, it like flashes on the screen for a little bit. Your security guard is fastened to the window with Phillips head screws. That's why we needed the other screwdriver. We have a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head. We needed to turn the alarm off so that we can go in the window here. Eesh. This is the only picture they have for pornos. Examine the sex toys, exotic kinky love equipment.
No! Leave that there! If any of it turns up missing.
Marv, what's going on in there?
Go! Go!
Okay, I need to get they had to sign this.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. Take it to him, and you won't have any problem. Now go, son. Go quickly, before she comes back.
Alright, so now we have to go to the meat plant obby.
Can't talk now, Steve. I've got to hose out some entrails. Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
Damn it!
So, your father okayed the meat, huh? How's he doing? Good, good. Glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. You run along now. A new shipment of animals has come in, and it's time to start cutting.
We keep showing that same thing. Now we have meat. We should. Alright. I'm gonna save it here, just in case we have a problem with the dog. We won't have to backtrack so much. Ugh. Did it stop? Did it freeze? Oh, it's tonight after this. Duh. So we can't even go to the fire station in the morning, or else we will get caught, obvi. By the police station, I mean the fire station guys. Now we can go to the fire station. Go into the door. Why do they keep it unlocked?
Jeez, what are you doing here?
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
You just hang out here? All the time?
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You'd do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, it won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Have you gotten your lodge application in yet? Good. You may survive yet. I guess you're here to steal the bolt. Not at all. That's not my job. However, since I am an object dart, And since art should be interpreted, I'll give you a clue as to where the bolt is located. Darkness gives as darkness gets, but light invoked is light shed. All right.
Now we have the cloth. Which book we got? Where's the cloth? Do we not get to see it? I'll assume that we did it. Having acquired the cloth, you make your way back to the house after an exhausting day. But you don't even show them that you got it. Now I have to go talk to them in the morning and see. To go talk to them in the morning and see what the next task is. Last time they told us the task at the end of the day. Alright, well, I'm assuming that I'm putting this at the end of the last episode. So day 2 and 3 will be the same episode because they're really short now. The first day was so long because I talked to everybody, and now I'm just doing tasks. So, next time on Harvester, we will do day 4. Whatever that entails. It's so dumb that this is the same every night. I guess they had to save room on the CD. And he gets up the same way every night. Every morning. Alright, now I'm going to save and quit, and I'll see you guys next time for Harvester. Bye!